Okay. Got the cloth, got the lamp oil, got the sappies. The meat is waiting there. Let's drop all that off in the box. And, oh, right, do we have... Oh, yeah, we have those to break down, too. Um, Wires. Did I leave any wires sitting about? Probably not. Yeah, because Sutherland mentioned, take some wires and then, use that to, do the needful at the bunker. Do I actually have any of those? Oh, right. Let me also. Oh, it's full. Okay. And the answer is no, we do not. Well, hang on. Let me take that and let me deposit that. How about you? Negative. All right. Oh, yes. I'm gonna take my knife. I'm gonna leave the fancy knife. And also negative. Oh, I got more there. Good grief. Yeah, so it turns out we were in way better shape in lamp oil than I thought. Oh well. Now we just have an absolutely silly amount of vitamin C sitting there on our on our front doorstep. Okay, we are down to a single maple sapling here. Actually, let me check. Do I have any in Pleasant Valley? Maple, maple, maple. No, I kind of cleaned that. Oh no, sorry, no, rifle. No. Yeah, we might have some in the in Molly's basement. Okay, we can swing by there on our way back. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go by Misanthropes. We'll drop off the trade goods that we have. Grab some water for the road. And yeah, at the very least, we'll make our way up and up out of the zone. I would think that there's got to be wires somewhere in the bunker itself, right? Like they wouldn't. Well, would they make you like go search the world for one set of wires? I don't know. Well, there is Signal Hill. That could be a source of wires too. Okay, all right, it's fine. Now this weather does not please me. It is. I get Blizzard vibes off it for some reason. Again, I might just be paranoid. Anyway. Oh, okay. I am reminded. Yes, I was talking earlier, sir, that when we go to the space capsule, because it's going to be the last time we can go in there, we should take a hacksaw with us because there is a workbench in there, and you can break those down, take that clamp, and then make a fresh workbench somewhere else. Problem is, that takes a long time. And there's going to be like a lot of scrap metal and a lot of reclaimed wood that is most likely going to get left out there in that burnt out cabin right in front of the bunker. So, long ways to go on less than full rest. Okay, you know what? We're going to call an audible. Today, we'll still drop the stuff off. We'll make sure to drop off meat that is fresh enough that it'll last. And we'll do a beachcombing tour, which we haven't done, since the latest blizzard. And then on the morrow, because this time, unlike every other time I've said this of late, I'll reset Astrid's sleep schedule. We'll get her on a normal clock, and then we'll go to PV. Okay. Let's see. You want 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 5 cloth. Okay, you're locked in. We just need 7.5 kilograms of meat. Well, there's your half. 1, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5. The bear's down 70-odd%. Should be fine. Yeah. Boom. Bunker rifle locked in. Now we just gotta go tend to Wyatt. You do something? Yeah, I'm old. Again, given the given that the whatever trade you make with Sutherland depends on wires being somewhere in the world, I would be surprised if there wasn't at least one set in the bunker itself. But yeah, it would be good to do a little bit of weight management before we go, because we're going to be carrying around a hacksaw. That's an extra kilogram, and that's going to be like a lot of wood and metal we got to haul out of there. Don't need to worry about food. So I think we have like 2 bears worth of meat just sitting out there. And probably a fair bit of water too. Yeah. So we just got to get there, put in the work, and then bring it on home. Oh, we have another spawn. We got another spawn right there. There's our fishies. Broken arrow. Usable arrows. No fishing tackle this time. Oh darn. Okay, okay, that's my signal to turn around. So let's think forward then. So when the space capsule goes away, that means, other than the you know uh, camping out in the little the little burned out hut, which is our supply cache. Um, the next most convenient place to take shelter, like say a blizzard breaks out, in PV, imagine. Um, well, there's Skeeter's, or there's the bunker, the conspiracist cache, which we have established. Now that we have a landmark to look for, it'll be easier to find. So if you're leaving the space capsule, you turn right, you go past the hunter blind, and then you just keep the rocks on your right. When you see the bear cave, that's when you start looking for an uphill slope to your left, and it'll be just around the corner to your left. Not the easiest bunker to find, definitely not the hardest either. Ash Canyon still has that. Well, Ash Canyon hardest in terms of location. Uh, Black Rock still hardest in terms of neighborhood. Because you got, so there's still. Let's see. We know that. Well, there is a bear nearby. Last time we went through, we killed the bear first before we went through. And there is a Timby pack on the road. And it's where the cougar spawns. So yeah. Unless you are exceptionally stealthy or exceptionally deadly, that's going to be an issue. We got another fish. And another hatchet. Wow.
Oh, lucky day.
Oh, there we go. Let me take that fish. And then we'll drop it right here by that other fish, so neither one are lonely. There you go. Mwah. Let's see. Yeah, you're old deer. That's fine. Oh, back up. Not well. Actually, yeah. Let me take that. Yeah. So we're on our return route. We'll stop by our favorite fishing hut and we'll drop off that hatchet. That's more ice breaking material. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, there's clearly a boat here. More fish. Scrap metal. I mean, sure. Cloth. Thank you. Floating sardines. Yes. Floating flare shells. Absolutely. Good grief. Oh, no, that was a fire hardened arrow. That's much less inspiring. I was gonna say, hey, you want to throw me a maple sapling or two? But no, that would be expecting entirely too much. We give thanks for the bounty we're given in whatever form it takes. Wait, I didn't click confirm trade, did I? No, okay, good. Okay. I saw the fog clearing for a second. That oh man, did I accidentally trigger an aurora? No, I did. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I just clicked, I just backed out of the menu. Because we don't want to leave a trade incomplete, because that will reduce Sutherland's trust, and we're trying to get all the weapon variants and get him to max trust. Not that we don't enjoy conversing with our favorite, possibly brain-addled sailor, but we could use some time apart as well. Okay, yes. Check up here. We turn around. Yeah, we got plenty of energy. We got plenty of daylight. Head back. Stop by the fishing hut. Leave the extra hatchet, the 61% one, and then head back to the other fish central, cooked fish central. And then we'll do some weight management before we head out on the morrow. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, so that was a cattail head for a second. I'll take advantage. All right, no sappies this time, but as I say, that was I can hardly call that a disappointment. Okay, let's head back. Okay, yeah, order of operations. Favorite fishing hut, Quonset, weight management. Go to space capsule, break it down, move out anything we don't want to leave behind. Once the deed is done, we don't go straight back. We make a quick visit to Molly's, check for maple saplings in the basement. Whatever we have there, bring back to coastal, and then finalize the trade. Then, fingers crossed, we get the cheevos. Well, no. Fingers crossed, we get the weapon variant cheevo. Still, again, if I understand the mechanics correctly, we got to do one more trade after we complete his quest line to get the max trust. And apparently, like, there's a lot more stuff. Like, there are hand warmers. There's vitamin C tablets, caffeine pills. And I can't imagine why, but if we wanted to do the spend 25 days in the Langston mine achievement in this run, which we started it before Settled Mine even existed. Those caffeine pills are going to be essential, because like we would have to power through cabin fever, and like we would be unable to pass time. So, but honestly, what I would do, I would just have to, like, sit Bashrobe down and then just like have him give me a dissertation on how the hell he did it with no settled mind. Because like that's the obvious take, right? Because otherwise, like you can't. Well, I was gonna say you can't sleep normally, but a thought occurs to me. Like, say you gave yourself like food poisoning, or even buttworms. Say you intentionally ate raw predator meat, even though you have cooking 5, and then you started treating it. Could you, like, cause like when you have an affliction, you're usually allowed to sleep. Like the rest as a resource setting gets overridden. But does that ignore cabin fever? I don't know. Like if you could, that would be the play. Like once cabin fever kicks in, you chow down on some raw bear meat, or no, it would have to be bear meat because God knows the wolves in the Zoc have no meat of their own, no usable meat anyway. And then you just because what it takes, what, 20 days on Loper, and was it 10 below? I don't remember. But that would, at the very least, that would be like, half the time you need. Oh, you're almost full. Oh, there's my jerry cans. Yeah, I actually can't take you. Here, you come out. You go in. Drop you. I'll put you right up there with your cousin. Please, please let me Let me have this. All right, that'll do for now. You think it should, Zert? Yeah, I mean, in theory it would, but I would want a little more solid grounding than just my own wild ass theory before committing this run to that kind of abuse. Because like if I'm wrong, then I gotta find somewhere you can sleep off cabin fever. And in that zone, man, where would you do that? I mean, there's the one cave by the Vista spot, like really near where where you leave the zone. But a bear lives there, so I don't know. Yeah, I would want to do some advanced scouting, just in case. And actually, that makes sense. Hang on, let me check. How long have we spent there? Yeah, we spent 6 days. Yeah, that's all. That's even fewer days than we spent in Blackrock. I think we'll. You know what? I'm starting to get concepts of a plan, as the saying goes. Make a snow shelter? Could. Then you just need a place where you could keep a fire lit, because it is the far territory. So blizzards be long. But yeah. Ooh. Oh, okay, okay. I think I know a spot. By the. Oh, what's the stupid name? Like the unquenched extraction. If you're doing the Zoc tail, like the where you go to the chopper crash, there's like the old corral or whatever it is. There's a fire barrel there. So as long as you can stick a snow shelter somewhere near that, you're golden. Because it's an outdoor fire, protected from the wind, Yahtzee. Now, it's nowhere near anything. But it's an option. And, well, last time I was there, it was an option that's, surrounded by, like, 4 wolves. So, but again, that's what we signed up for. I didn't get any water.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna.
You'll do nothing of the sort, my dear. Please relax with the drama.
It's dusk, so I can't be far behind.
All right, I'll let you sleep in the big comfy bed tonight. There, is that acceptable to you, Dr. Greenwood? But in all seriousness, that could happen. I think we could, because again, we're going for 1,000 days, and there's a lot of time between now and then. So, I mean, 25 days. That'd be a decent sized chunk. And if I'm honest, I'd rather do that than figure out how to survive 25 cougar attacks. That is not my idea of a good time. Yeah, it's fine. So we'll feed and water our Astrid. I might take some of this water back to Quonset. Okay, so in the morning, go to the Quonset, do weight management, leave for PV. Make sure we have the hacksaw and we have carrying capacity. We can go a little light on food because we know what's waiting for us when we get there. Yeah, it is going to be weird not having that because like in the run where in the run where I intended to get this Trader Trust achievement, um, we just stopped. So I've yet to live in a world without a functioning space capsule. So that is definitely going to be an adjustment. Excuse me. What do I have? Okay. There we go.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy. I'm gonna lay down and have a little sleep right here.
Astrid, there's a big roofed building literally right in front of you. You want to lay down in the snow? Really? Is that the thought that's on your mind at this very moment? Girl, sometimes I wonder about you. Okay. Right. Let's break this down. We get our feather back. It's a single feather. But yeah, it's from a fire hardened arrow though, so you don't put in much, you shouldn't expect much. Okay. Torch wise, how are we? I have enough. Alright, it's fine. Yeah, we'll drop those. That's all fine. We clothing repairs, I think we're alright. Yeah. Yeah, we can definitely leave behind some flare shells. I feel confident in that. Okay, yeah, we'll be just fine. All right, Astrid, you've been a big girl, and I know you have it in you to sleep through the night. So sweet dreams, my dear. You've earned it. There you go, 580. Wow, and still so many to go. But again, we don't focus on that. We're not looking at the top of the mountain just yet. We're going to look at the plateau immediately ahead of us. Oh yeah, how's our deer hide stuff? We just repaired that, and they are just fine. Cool. Alrighty. Now let's just be alert. We know there's at least one doggo running around behind the Quonset. I just, no matter how many times I do this, no matter how many times I send her away, I'm always paranoid taking that route down. Petunia's going to be sitting right down there waiting for us. But anyway, yeah, nice and early start. You love to see it. Okay, yeah, drop off any extraneous mats, especially flare shells, and flares. Leave some water behind, and make sure we have a good hacksaw. Pretty sure the one we have is like 80 something percent, so it should be fine. Okay, worst case scenario, we get there, no wires. Where do we look? Well, Signal Hill. Although we've done Signal Void in this run, so if there are wires there, we probably use them. But maybe there's more. Yeah, because because they did add a fresh set of batteries to many places. So there's a chance they could have added some wires and fuses too. All right, I feel reasonably hopeful, and that's all we can ask for. Floor fish. Well, snowfish, but still, you get the idea. There aren't any around here, are there? No. Have I not cleared the junk? Apparently not. There we go. Okay. I got some. Yeah, some of that. Oh yeah, probably don't need 6 coal. There we go. There's a good start. Right. Yeah, 3 of those are fine. Um, no, keep that. Oh yes. So I'll put those in there. Oh right. There. If we need more than 6 flare shells, something has gone deeply wrong. Okay, those are fine. Pop those out there. There we are. Now, hacksaw. There we go. 83%. Perfect. Right? Right. And yeah, it's like the reclaimed wood and the scrap metal. As I say, it's probably only going as far as the cabin in front of the bunker, at least to start. Oh yes. Take a big drink. Leave a couple there. Rest for the road. Food wise, we are good. Okay, let's boogie. Okay, looking for doggos. Looking for doggos. Appreciate that, sir. I always feel a little trepidation, stepping out from the Quonset. It is known to be a rough neighborhood, but yeah, we should go forth with confidence. I say fuel. Yeah, let's. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so we got the attention of the bear who likes to wander these parts. So that bit we shouldn't have to worry about. The wolf who likes to camp in front of the coal mine could be back. So we're gonna want to. What I might do is just pop off a warning shot before we even head up there. Before we crest the hill and then see it's waiting right there. Like what happened last time. Yeah, me learn from my mistakes. Imagine. Oh, right, yeah. Well, has it? No. I was thinking, yeah, what about the bend bear in PV? It, has it been long enough for it to respawn? Maybe not. Oh, it nearly ended your run. Oh, Noser, what happened? Excuse you. Rude. Okay, well, I hear another one up there, but that one sounds like it's engaged, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, he ninja'd, then he missed. Oh no. Yeah, that happened to me too. I think I think I landed a glancing blow, but it kept charging. Okay, yeah, that wolf got something. Now, if I'm going to take that switch back, we're probably going to have to meet it anyway. I had to stim and run to the cave. Ooh, that sounds like it was quite the tussle. Glad you lived, though. And it was an almost end of the run rather than did end the run. Or, hang on, do I actually need to go that way? I don't think. Well, no. No. No, the road's up here. That's right. Okay, I'm remembering now. Oh, it's feasting on the bun buns. All right, fine. Okay. Where did... All right, you know what? Hang on. First off. All right, where are you? There you are. Trying to hide behind cover, are you? Bun buns by Grabthar's hammer. You have been avenged.
This'll come in handy.
Okay, I don't need the meat, but you got hide and guts. I might actually make use of you. Poor Rosite, a double moose stomp. Oh, my ribs hurt in sympathy. You're probably done. Okay, yeah, I didn't. If the wolf left you alone, you got nothing left to give. So how long has that run been going, sir? Because I know the feeling, getting attached to runs that have been going for quite some time. Okay, I will just actually I will leave this as a as an indicator of what might be left inside. 170 days. Okay, that is a that is a excuse me. Yeah, definitely long enough to get attached. And especially if the more they endure, the more attached we get to them. It's like You know, whether out of admiration or guilt or both. Am I? No. I was gonna say, am I going too far? No, I don't think so. Yeah, if we haven't hit a wooden bridge, we haven't gone too far. That was Zert's in that realm, all right. Okay, yeah, there's the trailer. All right, that tells us we are in fact in the right spot. All right. Hello, Bun Buns. Please don't ask what happened to your relatives. Oh, hang on. So we don't have anything bad happen in terms of the having the bow hands glitch again in this it's happened like twice in coastal where you can go for extended periods without zoning in anywhere. So let's just get this out now. You back? Oh yeah, yeah. You didn't miss me saying much of anything, sir. I just said like 170 days. That is definitely long enough to get attached. Yeah, as whether through motherfucker, I knew it. Yeah, whether through out of admiration or guilt for what we put them through. I'm gonna kill you so hard. Just where? Well, it didn't run that way, and it didn't run that way, so it's got to be back there. It's probably hiding right behind that damn hill. Fuck it, I've got. It's up on the rock. Just fucking weird ass animals. Okay, at least now it's somewhere I can see it and deal with it. Once it calms the fuck down. There. Problem resolved before it happened. Yeah, we had to waste a couple revolver rounds. We got plenty. And you know what? If we absolutely positively need to, we can make more, or we can trade for more. The world is our oyster. Ish. Although now that I think of it, if Sutherland isn't going to ask for car batteries for trades anymore, well, okay. I say, do we make ammo or do we trade for ammo? If demand for car batteries is zero now, like the efficient thing to do would be make your own ammo, but that would require gathering a lot of materials, going to one of a couple highly inconvenient locations, actually doing the thing and then coming back. Or we can just tell Sutherland to go find some on the waves for us. Because we already have Gunsmithing 5, so any ammo we do make will be like mint condition. But where the ammo benches are in Bleak or Blackrock? Or alternatively, we just stop using the revolver for a while. But again, that's a concern for a later day, as we have we're not going to be short again, unless we're going to start doing we're going to install like the John Woo mod and we're double fisting pistols as we run through the countryside. I think we're going to be fine. The HRV bunker, an ammo bench in the HRV bunker. That would be surprising, because like the one that has the little the stove beneath where you're supposed to melt the lead. Oh, here, let me go ahead and give Astrid a quick snack. Oh, oh wait. Is it was it the story bunker rather than the prepper cache? Because I know the story bunkers all have things that look like the milling machine. Yes. Okay. I I see what you're saying, sir. Yeah. 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 If I think that actually it uses the same model, but unless I've been wildly wrong, I don't think they actually work. Although I am curious now. Well, no, hang on. Yeah, someone would have mentioned that by now. Well, yeah, we can check. If we wanted to, we could even check while we're in PV. Because, well, okay, I don't know that every story bunker has. I know what you're talking about because I have well, I have the HRV bunker kind of seared in my mind because of the like the first time I went into it doing the tails. I said I left with 7 more fire strikers than I came in with. So yeah, that was kind of burned into my memory, in a good way. But yeah, the PV one and the Bleak one, I'm less certain. I could believe that though. Oh yeah. It's one of my favorite clips. Like you as we go through it, like I think yeah the it reaches like the maximum Twitch clip length, and you can just hear me going, progressively reaching higher and higher stages of disbelief. You're going from, hey, that's kind of cool, to, wow, this is weird, to, what is happening? Because again, they were all like they were all from the same desk of drawers. Like I just like the one the little like the library filing says like you would expect the little library cards with the Dewey Decimal System on them. It's like if what was probably supposed to have like one of them was supposed to give a fire striker, but for whatever reason they all did. I wondered how I was going to navigate that. But yes, that's part of the reason why the big closet at Molly's has more than a few fire strikers in it. Or oh, sorry, no, not Molly's. Grey Mother's. I got PV on, or yeah, PV on the brain. Oh, that's Carl Bob. Okay. Okay. Right. Yeah, decent hour, so we can do some disassembly. Um. Yeah. Don't put Wyatt there until we're ready to go. Yeah. So get there. Check for wires first. If we strike it, if they don't have it, then we're probably gonna have to go on a little bit of a search. Where else might have it? Skeeters? Like the basement is Skeeters? That maybe wouldn't be too far away. Thompson's seems unlikely, but we can check. Mountaineers? No. What'd be the point? Okay. Well, I saw movement out there. All right, moving on. Yeah. Because like last time it's too soon. 'Cause, like last time we came through here, even though like not the last time, but the time before that, we were up on those rocks and like the bear was patrolling down here. We plugged it with a single revolver shot, and then we just left. I figured, it would do the usual thing, right? We'd zone out, the bleed would roll off, and it would go about doing its berry business. And yet, last time we came through here to get Wyatt's remains from the space capsule, we came up here, and as we got to the point of disagreement, we saw that very bear lying there in repose. Only 13% frozen. Even though several days had passed. So, I guess the game didn't count it as dead until we came back to PV? Question mark? I'm not entirely sure how that calculation works, but I'm happy for it to go in my favor. But yeah, it's only been a couple in-game days since we did that, so I would be highly surprised if said bear had already respawned. Hello, Bok Box. And every time I come up this road, I keep expecting that cabin to be up. But as far as I know, it's only ever up in story mode. Like if you're doing episode 3, like you have to come up this way because the game cuts off every other avenue. Or that's my memory. Maybe there's like another, like if you go like the wide berth, like out around 3 strikes and back, maybe there's a way so you don't need the climbing rope or the log bridge, but I don't know. I guess they want you to come up this way so you can see the effects of the plane crash and like the fire and the whatnot. Yeah, there's the bear fat the bear left behind. You got any wires, do you? Anybody holding? Anybody holding any wires? Nope. All right. All right. Oh. Uh, wolf or deer? There's something over that ridge. Deer. Okay. Carry on, deer. Or just don't be carry on. Haha! Yeah, because if this goes away, the closest place to sleep, if we can't do it there, would be the bunker, or Thompson's, or I suppose Skeeter's, depending on what angle we come from. Okay, not as much water as I thought. That's all right. There we go. Quick little snackaroo. Yeah, there's the assortment of yeah. That's 2 bears worth easily. Okay, so let's see how much searching we have in our future. Oh heck, it's only 50% cured. The guts are all cured. That's good. I guess we're gonna take that with us. Okay. Yeah, it's a crate we can break down. We can carve up those metal shelves. Carve up those metal shelves. That's cloth and leather. The cattail heads, whatever. Really? Had I not done that already? Nope. Or wait, just set them. Oh wait, do I actually not need wires? Yeah, that read like we did. I mean, if I don't, that's awesome. I'll take that. Okay, well, let's start breaking stuff down with whatever daylight we have left. How long is it going to take to break down? 4 hours. Okay, yeah. We'll save the crate because we can do that manually. Um, yeah, the cloth we can do by hand, so that's fine. Yeah, I can't break down the. Oh wait, have I seriously never searched the? Really? That is a disgusting dereliction of duty on my part. I would have left that chocolate bar unlooted. My God, I'm losing my touch. Okay, can I? Oh, that's gonna take 2 hours and 15. We might not get that. Oh, we got it. Nice. Oh, because there's an aurora. Oh, lovely. That'll help. Well, if that's the case, let's just start moving stuff.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
And these are all cured, which means we can leave them outside and they shouldn't be any worse for wear. Yes, that's cardboard, it's tinder. We got no need for that. Lovely. Well, lovelier now that the neighbor's just that little bit safer. Okay, let's dump the wood here. Just stick the scrap metal over here. And let me leave the guts where I can see them. Because those are coming back with us. As is the bear hide, clearly. Yes, please do eat up, Astrid. You're, I mean, I hate to break it to you, you're probably going to be pulling another late night. Well, I mean, I say that, but it's also unlikely the aurora is going to last the full 4.5 hours it would take to break that down. So maybe not. Well, let me check real quick. Is there anything else that we'd be concerned about? We got that shelving. Cannot do anything with the bed frame. Oh, I can take that. Then we got okay. We still have more shelves. Yeah, let's focus on those. Ooh, that's 3 hours. That's 2 and 15. Oh, and our hexes are down to 58%. Jeez, these things take a beating. Well, let's do it. All right.
Man, I'm too tired to think straight.
Okay. Yeah, that was a little ambitious on my part. But hey, we got most of it done. So let me grab that and those and those. Take the
Wonder if I can
books.
drop any of this gear.
I'll take those. We might break those down. Oh, geez. All right. Oh, there's another one in there. All right. I mean, I don't know why I'm being precious about scrap metal of all things, but well, I guess yeah, it could be a precious resource because it's technically it washes up in beachcombing, but not that often. Okay, it is noon. Oh, sticks, yes. Okay, move more of this out. Okay, pile of burnables. Excuse me. Okay, yes. Book.
I'm not
Book,
sure I can
book,
carry much
book,
more.
book. I think you can, and you will. Also, I might need to. We might need to do some cooking here for our girl. Okay, so I've got that 3 hour. Well, no, shoot. What's our hacksaw condition? 53. This started at 83%. Okay, no, you have one more shot. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I got you, you, and you. How long did you take? Also 3 hours. All right. Let's focus on the most high priority target. There. And that was worth 10 scrap metal.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
All right, good job, Astrid. I think we got that one in just under the wire. Yeah, I said it was going to be the best part of a day. Getting this thing set up. Oh, geez, another Aurora. It's almost like the game suspects something is up. Yeah, this is going to be a multi-day operation. Which, you know what? Fine. Yeah, that's a 2 kilogram vice. That's coming with us. Yeah, well, yeah, our stocks of our stores, our stocks, our storks. No, our reserves of cooked meat and water are a little on the low side.
I need to find something to drink.
My dear, I was literally just saying that. So, why don't we do something about that? There we go. So we'll take some of those burnables, we'll cook up more food, and I suppose water. And then tomorrow, we'll do that final 3 hour cut.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
And then we'll, assuming I don't actually need wires, which we have yet to confirm or deny, will do the thing. Let's see, 1 kilo, 1 kilo, good. And while we're waiting, let's start breaking some of this down. There we go. How long does this take to harvest? 20 minutes. Okay, yeah, for a thing as big as that, 20 minutes, that's perfect. But for some reason, the shoes take like an hour and a half each. There we go. Just drop that right there. I mean, we don't have to. I can just like leave them here. Like they're not going to get more ruined. Okay, another 44. Actually, let me just confirm that. Yeah, hour and 15. I feel like that'd be stretched. Yeah, let's not. Okay, what else do we want out of there? Nothing. We... Okay, yeah, I guess we can harvest that one last metal shelf, take a sweep. If I can't see anything worth taking, we finish the job and we start making our way back. Okay, well, yeah, we'll do a little bit more. Yeah, that'll be like 2, 4, 6 kilo. Yeah, that'd be like 2 days worth. We'll cook up some water and then we'll. God, I'm disturbed by how often I keep saying it. We'll get Astrid's sleep schedule back on track. I mean, there's no like, there's no actually in-game circadian rhythm to follow per se. But it's just like, for me, I like having the visibility. Travel by day is like the default preference. Travel by night if you must. It's like there's just that many things, that many more things that can go wrong. It's like, Blizzard, bad. Blizzard in the dark, worse. Yeah, at least as far as I'm concerned. Now, if you're someone who, knows each map like the back of your hand, maybe that's not a concern. I know some maps well. Others, less well. Yeah, because it's and the thing is, I was trying to remove as many confounding variables as possible, if that doesn't sound too highfalutin. Okay, hour and a half. Basically, I want to make just make the whole enterprise as simple as possible. Like you can't completely eliminate risk, but if you can mitigate and minimize, then your chances of survival much better. Unless you have good clothes, much colder. Yeah, exactly. But and they say the fog rolls in wherever you are. Hey, great, the temperature's higher, but it's also foggy at night, so you ain't gonna see shit. Okay, Aurora over. Fire's still going. Another round. Another round. I think this round will keep on us. Do we have enough? Probably. Yeah.
I'm getting tired.
I know, my dear. I've been absolutely terrible to you these last few days, but trust me, it is in service of the greater good. And by the greater good, of course, I mean achievements.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
There. Look at that 10-minute torch pull. There we are. Okay, let's pop back in. Big sleep. One more harvest, then the boom. Hello, laundry deterge. You came from a German stream you didn't understand. Well, rest assured, I do not sprechen the Deutsch. You'd have to go to Waffle Mouse's stream for that. Okay, quick sweep. So, see, cardboard box, that's tinder, we don't care. Bear hide, coming with us. We have emptied all the lockers. Can't harvest lockers. I guess you can't do that to containers. Let's see. Those are empty. That's apparently sinking in quicksand. Empty. Can't harvest that. We do want you. That's gonna be a 3-hour job though. Okay. 43. This We've harvested what? We harvested what? The workbench and then 1, 2, 3 metal shelves. It took 40% condition off this hacksaw. Wow. We can fix it, but still, wow. Can't fix it here, but we have scrap metal and, well, more than one set of tools waiting back in coastal. Okay. Um, is it? All right, fine. As it's the middle of the day, why can't we see anything? All right. Make sure we don't accidentally click on the thing that makes it go boom. Okay, 3 hours. Done. So that's it. Okay. Set demolition charge. Yeah, so
Man, this pack is
maybe
getting kind of heavy.
Astrid, please. I took this to mean we need to bring wires with us, but apparently well, maybe we don't. Let's find out. Let me put that away, make sure nothing weird happens. Okay, so the charge is set. Wyatt is back where he was. We've cleared this place out. Oh, grabbing the bear hide. Really don't want to leave that behind. Okay, now, so what is our condition today? 105. Is this gonna is this gonna ding our health? Let's find out. The answer appears to be no. Hooray! What kind of game? This is the Long Dark. It's like peak survival gaming. If you want to put exclamation point what game into chat, it'll post you a link to the Steam page. Okay, and we need that. But yeah, so this is a Canadian game made by Hinterland Studios.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
You will. Like so. Is that? Oh, here. There. I got you. There we are. Yeah, so the it's post-apocalyptic survival, but a different take. Like it's not like a zombie apocalypse or alien invasion or whatever. Just a geomagnetic disaster basically caused global societal collapse, and so what happens is like your plane so the aurora, like the northern lights and whatnot, basically they fry all the world's electronics, and your plane crashes in the wilderness of northern Canada, and well, your goal is to survive as long as you can. Now, I should say there's a story mode that goes with this as well, and it is the closest thing this game has to a tutorial. We are doing the sandbox survival mode, where there's no there's no basically no other NPCs at all except for the one who we're going to go talk to. You're as far as you know, you're the only person left on Earth, and your win condition is whatever you decide it is. Do you want to map the entire world? You want to make a complete animal hide outfit, be the Mad Max of the North? Or do you just want to survive one more day than you did your previous run? It's entirely up to you. What did I decide? Well, I should say, this run I'm playing now, I actually started back in December of 2022. So this game has been going, I think, help me, sir, was it like 2015, 2016? TLD actually first came out? Yeah, this game has been going for a while. Like it's been like, yeah, it's like a decade at least, and it's just been growing and growing over time. Like the world in the Long Dark is actually bigger than Skyrim's, if you have any familiarity with that. Like it's a massive open world that, make no mistake, it wants you dead, but it's also breathtakingly gorgeous with a banger of a soundtrack too. So like, what I'm doing with this, I'm trying. So before that December 2022 update, I had all the Steam achievements in the game, including the one of the most difficult, survive for 500 days. Since then, Hinterland has added a new set of achievements, one of which is survive for 1,000 days. So that is like that's like the brass ring, our main long-term goal. But I suck at chasing long-term goals, so I'm trying to set, smaller intermediate goals. So what we're doing now is we're chasing some of the other new achievements. There is one achievement if you can find every firearm variant, every different kind of pistol, and every different kind of rifle. If I'm playing my cards right, we should be about to get the last rifle. Fingers crossed that gets us the achievement. And also, there is a trader mechanic. It's optional, but a lot of people use it. If you can get that to max trust, that's another achievement. So hopefully we can knock out two. What kind of run? Well, this is the sandbox mode. This is the open-ended. Like as I say, there's no narrative, but the beauty of it is you can make your own stories. What kind of survivor you are is up to you and your imagination. I should say that the game also has a variety of difficulties, like depending on like what kind of challenge you want. Anything from Pilgrim, where animals are passive unless you attack them first. Loot is as plentiful as it can be, and you just it's great if you just want to explore the world and vibe, because that's a perfectly valid thing to do. Because like as I said, this is a beautiful world to live in, deadly but beautiful. Or you can go crank it all the way up to a level that is literally called misery, where every 7 days or so you get a brand new permanent affliction, and you got to learn to live with it. So, and like the higher up you go, the more severe the weather is, the less loot you'll find. Like the faster things decay. So, but again, you can set that depending on your preferences, like where your skill level, your interest. Do you want to get better at a certain level? Do you just want to have fun, explore, learn a map? Any kind of way, any kind of way you want to play is totally cool. Like one of our stock phrases in the community is the only wrong way to play the long dark is to not play the long dark. Now, and now to actually answer your question, Laundry Detergent. uh, this run is on the Stalker difficulty because when I started it again back in 2022, that was like the difficulty I could manage, and I had only just started playing that. And so I keep playing this file to keep chasing the 1,000-day achievement because I really don't want to start over. But in the interim, I have also had some decent success with the next difficulty level up, which is called Interloper. Um, that's when things start to get really spicy because some loot that exists in the lower other difficulties simply does not. Like firearms do not exist. Pre-made tools, they don't exist anywhere in the world. You have to make your own. If you want a weapon, you gotta make a bow and arrow because you're not gonna find doodle squat. Yeah, it is. I came to the game back in 2019, and I've been hooked ever since. It would be easier if you played on Pilgrim. Um, in a sense, maybe. But I would give a couple caveats on that. One, some achievements are specifically tied to a difficulty. Like you need to you get to, like do it on a certain difficulty level. Like I know there are interloper and misery specific achievements. And the other thing is, um, when you get like these really extended, I'm like 580 something days, and I have issues like staying on task, staying focused. So I do need, I need to have that, still have that sense of danger and like the possibility things could go badly and I could lose the run if I don't you know stay sharp. If I was trying to do this on Pilgrim, I think there's a very good chance I might not stay as sharp as I would need to be. I might lose interest. Because again, there's a lot of stuff. The weather's gentle. Pilgrim is for exploration, vibing, or learning the game. I've got more than 1,000 hours or so. I'm not dunking on anyone who plays on Pilgrim. There are people in the community who play on Pilgrim. We love them. And some of them are regulars on this channel. But yeah, for me, I do want that challenge and that danger. It keeps me on my toes. Because ultimately, the achievements are nothing. Like they're a little tick on your Steam account. That's really it. I mean, you get that the dopamine hit. You hear the little on Steam when you unlock that achievement. But if I can say, hey, I did this and I did it at at the difficulty level I can handle, rather than coasting, then it like outside my person, it still matters not. But for me, I think I can be satisfied with what I did. And again, that's personally a me thing. Yeah, again, if folks want to just do all the achievements on Pilgrim, go for it. Oh, you respawned. You respawned right when I was about to come through here. You jerky jerk. But again, if you want to play on Pilgrim now and forever, go for it. Again, do what brings you joy. And you broke my arrow, you scumbum. You're gonna buy it? Awesome. Well, enjoy laundry detergent. I will say, pay attention when you do. Since I have bought it, they split it to where you can just buy the survival sandbox version, or you can just buy the story mode. So make sure you're buying the one you want. I mean, I would buy both, but obviously I'm biased. And if you can get a package deal and get the Tales from the Far Territory DLC, I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. You know your financial situation better than I do. I will say if you're wondering if the DLC is worth it, it absolutely is. It has a lot of great stuff, including one of my new favorite regions. Absolutely, my pleasure. I love enthusing about this game because it's easy to do. As frustrated as I do get with it at times, and with the with the people who make it, but again, that's mostly because they're not very good at the public relations. But they make a banger of a video game. I cannot dispute that at all. I appreciate the follow. Okay, and I will say, laundry detergent. If you hang out on Twitch and you want to learn more about the Long Dark, there are some fantastic people who play this game. And like the great thing about the Twitch TLD community is like they're helpful. They're always happy to have new people come in, but they're not pushy and they don't difficulty shame. If you say I want to play Pilgrim or Voyager, awesome, welcome to the team. I want to jump right in at Interloper. All right, bud, have fun. We'll be here if you need us. Again, there's sore head here and there, but for the most part, like the people who stream and the people in their communities, they are awesome. If you want recommendations, I can make those. If you just want to explore yourself, that's totally cool as well.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Which is your favorite? Oh yeah, Zert. Uh, I am a Sundered Pass defender. Oh, okay. That's one of the reasons I'm still heavy. I still got this thing here. I will leave that there in case we need that in the future. Yeah, it's Sundered Pass. I love a vertical zone. I really like Ash Canyon. I've really grown to love HRV. So, Sundered Pass is kind of in that same vein. Yes, with Timberwolves, I will admit, but I don't hang out in that part of the map very much, if I'm honest. I stay where the Timberwolves are not. And shockingly enough, my experience in Sundered Pass is much better. I mean, no disrespect on the Zoc, but like the poison wolves and the sheer amount of just poison in general is I'm not a big fan. That's just like what it does to your footwear, because that invariably involves leather, and leather is much harder to get than cloth. And the airfield, I don't mind the airfield. Say the thing with the airfield is just it's so heckin' big and so heckin' empty. Like how often do how often do people leave the arc that goes from like the one cabin to the chopper crash to the other cabin to the airfield? Like who goes to like that northwest quadrant of the zone? Like hang on, do I have how mapped do I have that? Yeah, like all the stuff you need basically in an arc right along here. Actually, if you want to throw in the other cabin right along here, who goes here? No one. Apologies for any spoilers there, Laundry. You're gonna go play? Hey, my pleasure. But yeah, just check out the Long Dark category if you're hanging out on Twitch. Lots of good people there. There's a teddy bear. I have seen the teddy bear, but there's a teddy bear in the hangar and a horse show. Okay. Ooh. You know what? It's time. It's time. Let's do this. We have daylight. Let's finish the trade. Let's start the Aurora. Let me go dump off a bunch of stuff too, because we're gonna be heavy. And we got a rifle coming our way. That's gonna be like what, 4 kilograms at least. But yeah, let's not keep ourselves in suspense any longer. Let's see what it looks like when we're all square with our man Sutherland. Or does the achievement not pop up, and then I get I get overwhelmed with the feeling of dread that can only come when you know there's a trip to Black Rock in your future. But let's not despair before time. Right now, it's a time for hope, for adventure, for loot. Oh yeah, I should. Where am I gonna? No. The bear hide is coming back to the Quonset. I think I might have one at Misanthropes. I know I have one in the blue house. But again, you can't have too many cured bear hides around, especially if you like me are rocking a bear coat. You gotta repair it every so often. Okay. What do we have the, well, whatever he gives us for completing the quest line. That might be where we get the heavy hammer, because last time we got the hockey sweater. Excuse me. We'll get the recipe, we get the reward, and the rifle. Right? Yeah. So we should clear out, yeah, at least like 3-4 kilograms. Oh, is everything in the area dead? I think everything in the area is dead. I mean, Petunia probably going to respawn here at some point, but we just harvested the wolves a couple days ago, so they should be fine. Oh, right, I do still have those 10 cured. Well, no, yeah. The 10 cured guts will come back with us. We'll put them in the Quonset with the bear hide. Because they're not going to do anything for us in Misanthropes. Yeah, for better or worse, Quonset is still where our crafting is going to happen. Well, unless we build ourselves a crafting bench in Misanthropes. That is a thing we could do. Okay. So, all good. All good. All good. All right. Lock it in.
sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Thank you for your meteorological report there. Radar Greenwood. That's it. That's a deer. That is totally fine. Right. Oh, careful. Careful. Thank you. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to dump off. Actually, is that? Now that I think of it, well, okay. What gives me pause about moving our base of, our crafting operations from the Quonset to Misanthrope. One, there is no indoor fire source at Misanthrope, whereas here we have the fire barrel, which we can move if we need to. And just in terms of sheer floor space, Misanthrope's, or excuse Quonset wins easily. Now, what I would be willing to do instead, we can turn Misanthropes into our curing hub. We can put the furniture workbench in there, make um, the curing box, which, but we still don't have the pemmican recipe. Okay, we gotta keep trading because I'm not gonna leave Sutherland alone until he gives us that damn pemmican recipe, because that is life changing stuff. But yeah, so when we have the pemmican recipe, then we start, because then we can take our wolf meat and maybe our bear meat, not our fish though. But we can take that and then put it in the curing box. We can take our stash of rose hips, which got to be close to 200 by now. Move that over there. We collect, fresh, fresh animal meat and fat, because the recipe calls for fat. I remember that much. All right, yeah, just do it. Okay. Bear hide down. Guts down. Vice in. I'll deal with that later. Oof, okay, we got. I'm gonna put you in there. We got to do something about you later. There's scrap metal to be had somewhere. I know. See anything else? Yeah, we're right at carry weight now. We could give Astrid a couple hour nap. That might help a bit. Drop off those feathers. Okay. There we are. Okay, yeah, give me two. We should have an aurora by then. Okay, we have our carry capacity back mostly.
What's the latest?
Well, I mean, your, your brother's less lonely than he was before.
Roger that. I'm on it.
He does seem to get more chipper the later we get in his quest line. Now, I don't know if that's random or if that actually does change with his trust level or with his deteriorating mental state or any or all of the above. Okay, just because I know there's a wolf somewhere around here, we'll at least play it safe on the way out. Because okay, that that wolf I heard while we were having our big fish cook-off. I've never actually been able to lay eyes on it, and it disturbs me just a touch. It's like it's like that wolf in me, like where any place you can't see, well, it could be there. All right, doesn't look like we had any respawns. That's good. So I think what we'll do, Izzy, we'll cap this off. We'll go back, fire up the radio again. Talk through whatever dialogue he has, and I guess set up another trade. Well, no, then definitely set up another trade because Pemmican. I know, and I'm going to sound like a broken record about it, unless and until he coughs it up. But I need my Pemmican, man. I need my fix. I got a taste of it in the other run where we progressed the trader quest line, and it's just too good. It's too good. Now you are limited purely by there's a finite number of rose hips in the world. And if, like most people, you do spend a lot of the early game, cooking rose hip tea, as well as reishi tea to, grind the early cooking XP, you might go through quite a few. Okay. Bunker rifle, hammer, recipe. And the achievement did not pop. God dang it. I'm going to have to go to Blackrock, aren't I? Because that's the last one. I know I have Barb's rifle. I know I have Vaughn's rifle. I know I have the Curator rifle and the Bunker rifle. I have the Forester's revolver literally on my hip. I have the Hunter revolver. back in Musket. The only possible culprit is the warden's revolver. Either that or the achievement's bugged. But we can't assume that. Well, heck. Yeah, sir, I'm not thrilled. But, you know, this is what we signed up for. And plus God, we're what, 580 some odd days in, and we spent what, 7 days in Blackrock? I think if you wanted to accuse me of not looting it very thoroughly, I could hardly complain. Now, are we going to go there and do a thorough looting? No. But I think we will go there. We'll get the, you know what? I'll bring the revolver with me. Actually, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go get the vest too. Just to show how committed I am to partially looting Blackrock. There's that stupid dog. But you know, I'm not dealing with this. Not now.
What is your deal? Pick up.
What's your deal? I can't pick up until you shut up.
Well, well, my pal on the radio.
I'm not your pal, buddy.
You're back. Well, if anything in this new world makes sense, it's leaving him there to rest. Oof. Brain fog's clearing a bit thanks to you. Who would believe any of this shit? Don't matter.
Sure doesn't.
I'll be around. For now.
Well, that was cryptic.
That all depends on what you need.
Okay. Oh, another bunker rifle? Gee, thanks. Sewing primer. Imagine. Okay. Bushcraft. Okay, you know what? I will take that. Meat easy, cured hides. We got wolves aplenty. 2 cured maple. I don't love that, but I think we might have to. Canned pineapple? Eh, we're all right. Oil? No, no, no. Hey, you know what? Throw in a few bags of flour. Well, a couple bags of flour. Salt, I think we're fine on salt for now. Okay, a couple bags of flour and that lovely bushcraft bow blueprint card.
Time to call it a day.
Now, we actually have to complete that bad boy. Oh, you know, I didn't stop by Molly's. So I only have the one maple sapling. Otherwise, we could do that tonight. We got lots of meat out there. There's water. We got cured hides. Unless there's somewhere with a cured maple I'm forgetting. Let's see. Bear Creek, no. Jackrabbit, no. Not Misanthropes. Not the Blue House. Okay. Well, bother. We did nothing of the sort. I titled the stream "Finish Trader Quest and Cheevo Today?" Question mark. And that's a double negative, Ghost Rider. That pattern is full. Okay, but we will be back tomorrow with more. So I just need to go find. Actually, let me check my notes a little bit more clearly. I don't see any saplings in DP. Excuse me. So we might. Yeah, we should go back to the PV. Yeah, check Molly's basement. Here, let me remove that. Or no, here, I'll do this instead. Yeah, because I got maple saplings elsewhere. I got well. Oh, I have. Maybe go to Mountaineers instead. It's not that much. Oh. Yes. Okay. Here's what we do. We put what we have in the box, except the maple saplings. We go to Timberwolf. We will grab a couple maple saplings from Mountaineers, but before we do that, we take the Timberwolf entrance to Blackrock. We make a beeline for the prison, find the revolver. Ideally, we find the vest too. That's negotiable. But we get that. That has to trigger the achievement or it's broken. Because we got everything else. Okay. That's our plan of action for tomorrow. But it's 1 a.m. and I would like to get to bed. Because I'm not fully over whatever I have. But still, it's good to get back in the swing of things. Alrighty. Folks, thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, chatties. Thank you, lurkers. And big thanks to Laundry Deterge for the follow. And enjoy TLD. We're glad to have someone new in the community. But thank you, Zert, Brady B, Goofy, Ruek, and Lady Nightskill. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Well, let's wrap things up as we always do. Find someone to raid. I can pass you beautiful people on to someone else. See who's out there. I see Nifo's on. Kimmy's on. They're both playing TLD, as one might expect. Oh, and Basher, Bash is full on the Silk Song train. Actually, you know what? Just to be a little different, Zell Dangerous is back playing Subnautica. She's being very brave. Yeah, let's go. Let's go raid Zelda. I'll have a chat with her. Yeah, so folks, if you can, please stick around for the raid. Show Zelda some love and yeah, enjoy some Subnautica. Like some other top tier survival gaming. And yeah, so tomorrow more of this. Um, Probably a trip to Black Rock, so prepare for that. So uh, again, thanks to everyone for hanging out. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time, and bye for now.